As the Lord liveth from this meeting, among your equals, your star will shine above. In the name of Jesus!
This is the Awakening Word telecast.
Every cycle that brings pain in our Father's house, from today we escape from it. In the name of Jesus!
With God's servant, Reverend Samson Ajetomobi, preaching life and godliness to you.
I speak over your life and I declare by the authority of the word of God that any matter that has caused you tears, by this meeting your tears are wiped away. Your tears are wiped away. Your tears are wiped away. In the name of Jesus. The moment you didn't complete what you ought to do in your generation, it will be a lot of struggle to be able to finish it if you miss that timing. That's why you see people whose houses are incomplete 5 years after, 10 years after, it's still incomplete. Are you hearing me? Have you seen such houses? If they have been patient a little, they will have completed. Because in your generation, in your season, is your provision. In your season, is your provision. In your season, is your provision. Say that to your neighbor for me. When you are out of season, you have to struggle around to complete anything you have not completed. Are you here? Why? Because the time they were building houses, buying land, their children had not entered university. That's why it's difficult to complete when you miss a season. Once you miss the season, now your children have entered university, they will be taking the money you ought to use to finish the house, and you must not deny them, because that is their season to be raised and trained. You were playing around, or you are careless when you ought to finish your house, you didn't finish it. Now every semester your 4 children queue at your door. Dad, you know we got to pay these bills, and you have to pay. Who understands what I'm talking about? You have to pay. That's why every opportunity you have lost, this night will deliver it back to you. Thank you, friends. Do you understand the word of God? So these are types of delay. So you see a man, the man is telling you and is boasting and bragging and saying, and I had money sometime. I had money sometime. In the day God give you provisions, may you not be prodigal in spending. May you not buy what you don't need. Some of us are careless spender. How did that describe us? You want to buy everything. You buy 3 cars, you alone. You don't have a house. Something is wrong with you. You park 3 cars in front of landlord house, and they are washing it for you every morning. And you put on AC and you are driving away. Something is wrong with you. You are buying all kinds of clothes. When your mate refused to buy clothes to finish their house, your bedroom will be with cement, no tiles. I'm telling you, life is in season. You will not lose your season. Anything you begin to do, do it well. What did I counsel? Excuse me, sir. Anything. Even if you want to buy a car, don't buy a car that as soon as you buy it, you are going to mechanic house. It's a bad car. Car that you buy and arrive before mechanic is not a correct car. What is called a good car is that you drive it for good time before you go to a mechanic house. Then it says a good car. Am I helping anybody here tonight? Times of delay. Delay in having children. There's a lot of pain. And such pains will be settled at this altar tonight. There's a lot of pain. Types of delay. Delay in serving the Lord. Delay in serving the Lord. Every time you are being told, serve the Lord, you say, when I have time. Serve the Lord. This is time to come to church. You will come late. You are never on time. And you have stories to tell. You have endless excuses. No regard for God. No honor for God. You are about to lose a timing. I'm telling you the truth. That is it. It says, seek ye the Lord when he can be found. There will be a time you now want to serve God. There will be no vacancy for you. May that not happen to you. You have the time to serve God now. Ojoo-Ibadan, we hold you here. You sleep away. You sleep off. People are saying, we didn't see you. He said, I'm busy. I'm busy. No problem. Delay in serving the Lord can keep you disadvantaged before God and before men. When I say serving the Lord, I'm talking of discipline of timing. Have you sang this song before? How do you treat God? How do you treat God? Like a G-O-D or D-O-G. How do you treat God? How do you treat God? How do you treat God? Like a G-O-D or D-O-G. How do you treat God? When it comes to the things of God, how do you treat it? Like a dog or like God? The psalmist says, I was eager to go to your house. Eager to give you worship. It says, early will I arrive in your presence. When your job takes preeminence above God, you are an idol worshiper. I'm telling you the truth. You know why? God is a jealous God. Unfortunately, we live in a generation that don't care. They don't even care how God feels. They don't even care how God look at it and say, I can't kill myself. I'll just do what is okay, what I can do. Excuse me, friends. Who is the owner of your life? Did you forget not everybody who sleeps wakes up the following day? Has that ever occurred to you? That the God who spared you for the next day, he demands worship from you. Is that true? It demands service from you. If I'm to interview some of you who came late to church today, why did you come late? I need to see one of my colleagues. I need to see one of my patients. I need to see one of my clients. I need to see somebody. Somebody promised me some money. I want to quickly pick it. Somebody promised me this one. I have to quickly pick it. But God has promised you the whole earth. He said the heavens of heavens belongs to the Lord, but the earth has given to the sons of men. Are you part of the sons of men? The earth is given to you. Psalm 115. The earth is given to you. That's verse number 18. The earth is given to you. So how do you treat God who gave you everything? How do you treat him? Go to 17. The dead praise not the Lord, neither any that go down into silence. You know the meaning of that phrase? Neither they that go to silence. When a man is alive and yet is silenced in his generation, is as good as dead. Any opportunity you have to be vocal for God, embrace it. Why? May God not be silent on you. May God not dismiss your labor. 16. The heaven, even the heavens, are the Lord's, but the earth has He given to who? To the children of men. Then somebody in the earth say, come and pick 5 naira, come and pick 1,000. And that's why you delay and deny God your worship. That you are not smart enough. Delay to serve the Lord has great consequences. Delay in having children, these are all various types of delay. Now, how do we respond during challenges of delay? How had people responded before? Some misbehave when there are challenges of delay. And when I talk of delay here, I'm not talking of delay in childbearing alone. I'm talking of delay in your life expectations. You had expected that there will be more money in your marriage than it is, than you are having. But now there is no money. Things are dry. Things look tough. How do you behave under such circumstances? Let's see how some people behaved. Number 1, Abraham went after Hagar because of delay. Genesis 16 verse 4. Abraham went after Hagar because of delay. It says, and he went in unto Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. When you are quick for a cheap alternative, your mistakes will persecute your miracle. Did you hear me? There have been peace in that marriage. The delay has been for many years, but there have been peace. Until Abraham went after Hagar because they just want to see a child. Number 2, attitudes of people during delays and trials. Elimelech and Naomi. Ruth chapter 1, verse 1 to 6. Now it came to pass in the days when the judges ruled that there was a famine in the land, and a certain man of Bethlehem, Judah, went to sojourn in the country of Moab, he and his wife and his 2 sons. Verse 2. And the name of the man was Elimelech, and the name of his wife Naomi, and the name of his 2 sons Mahlon and Chilion, Ephrathites of Bethlehem, Judah. And they came into the country of Moab and continued there. And Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, and she was left and her 2 sons. And they took them wives of the women of Moab. The name of the one was Orpah, and the name of the other Ruth. And they dwelt there about 10 years. Verse 5. And Mahlon and Chilion died also, both of them. And the woman was left of her 2 sons and her husband. Verse 6. Then she arose with her daughters-in-law, that she might return from the country of Moab. For what reason? For she had heard in the country of Moab how that the Lord had visited his people in giving them bread. What they were looking for. Before they turned their back, the Lord have supplied it.